So some of you have asked me how to get started on a painting when I'm working intuitively. And typically I start by cleaning up my paint that was left from my session. And so I might do this over several days, and I just apply it on my background very randomly. In this case, I'm just using a palette knife to offload it, and I'll probably have enough here for more than one sheet of paper because I have quite a bit of paint left over today. So I've got some orange. These are transparent colors. You can use a brush as well, or I can use a scraper tool. Put some colors over the other color. So really I'm just messing around getting my leftover paint. So in order that you don't make mud or browns, you want to stick on the same side of the color wheel until this is dry. So I'm just going to put the red, pink, and orange down. I can take a scraper. This is on some stone paper, so it's not as absorbent as a mixed media paper. So my paint kind of sits on the top, and you can go ahead and blend it with a scraper. So that's pretty cool. And lift a little bit out so I get some lighter areas. And this could be only layer one. I probably come back to this and do some more layers. So a lot of times you see me work in my sketchbook, and I make a messy background by cleaning my brushes off at the end through my painting session, and by cleaning my palette off at the end of the day. So I don't like wasting paint, so it's a great way to use it. And sometimes I work on canvas as well to put a lot of paint down, get started. So I do like using a scraper. Gets a lot of coverage. A little bit of red here. Again, I'm just moving the paint around to make some marks in here. So it's the marks that inform my paintings later on. So I definitely like to have some different marks happening. Again, this is just the first layer. So blue and red make violet, so I should be okay to get some violets happening. And I still have a little bit of the magenta. So the transparent magenta over the teal pushes it towards a blue color. this one ended up getting some quite nice color variations happening. So it's really fun to be able to carve back in when the paint is still somewhat wet. So I'll leave that one. So literally just cleaning things off on the paper makes a background for my next painting. It's a little bit of red, a lot of red actually. So this is very transparent. And enough for one more probably. Got a little bit of that teal color on my blade, and I have quite a bit of white left, so I'm going to, let's see, what should I do? If I put white on this, it's going to turn all pink. I'll try and put some white through a stencil. Might still turn pink. So I'm putting it through with a scraper. I normally use a brush or sponge to dab it on, but I just have the scraper in my hand and I just want to get this paint used up. I still have some left. Okay, so that turned out kind of funky. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it down. Now that other one was wet, but I'm going to put it down on this, and let's see. I'm going to wipe this off while I'm rubbing the paint on the other side. Yeah, so my layer on that was wet when I put it down. Probably not the best thing to do. Okay, so wow, that's fun. I got some really fun and funky patterns happening on that one. And I still have some left. So I'm going to take another one here. I'm going to just keep using this stencil because I don't want to clean up too much, or too much to clean up now. So I'm just going to put some of this white in some of these holes here. And that kind of cleans up my paint. So this was a bit wet too, so I'm really blending. But I did get some fun patterns with that. And because I have some wet paint on here, I am going to, again, put it down. I'm also putting some color from the wet part that's still on here, and that's going through the stencil. And then there should be some wet paint on the other side that's printing like a monoprint. So this might be a double kind of a print happening here. We'll see what we get. So just using the rag. You can also use baby wipes work well for a lot of this stuff too. So I have some paint left on my blade. Okay, probably not going to worry too much about that. So I'm going to lift this up and look what we got. So that's the beginning of a background. Help me grow my channel by liking and commenting on this video and subscribing to my channel. And just a reminder, my membership is open, and if you like to have some more support and guidance, please check it out. The link's in the description below. See you soon.